Welcome back to Up North at 4. Laura Van Valkenburg joining us now to talk about the ride with Leinie.
Yes.
I know people out there just did a double take. They heard Leinie like Leinenkugels.
That is
That's
right.
exactly what we're talking about, right? What's going on this weekend?
So this upcoming Saturday, July 30th, we will be hosting the 11th annual Ride with Leinie, and it is a bicycle fundraiser. And it's hosted by Great Headwaters Trails, which is the organization I volunteer with. And it features Dick Leinenkugel. And for those that aren't familiar with Dick Leinenkugel, he is the president of Leinenkugel Beer. And his great-great-grandfather founded the company 155 years ago. So it's got a long history in Wisconsin. It's a great legacy in Wisconsin.
I'm a big fan of their work, too.
I'm pretty sure we're all familiar.
Come on.
You'd be surprised.
I know.
There are a few out there that don't know.
So it's a bike ride?
Yes.
And how far is the ride go for?
Well, we actually have 3 different choices for people because some people can do long rides and some people prefer shorter rides. So we have a 40-mile road ride, and again, this is bicycles. So it departs from Conover, and it routes up to Land O'Lakes, Phelps, and back to Conover.
Beautiful ride.
Beautiful back roads. Very, very low traffic roads, great pavement. So those that like to ride on the road, that would be ideal. And that departs at 9 a.m.
There's video there now. Look how beautiful it looks.
It's awesome.
Yeah. And then at 10 o'clock, we have a little bit shorter ride, and that is going to be a trail ride on the Conover Phelps Trail.
Okay.
And the reason why we're having the event in Conover, I should have explained this a little bit earlier, is the ride used to be held.
I was going to say.
This is the 11th annual ride.
But the first time it's...
The first time in Conover.
Right,
and why is that Wilderness Lakes Trails, a group out of Land O'Lakes, used to host the event. For 10 years, it was a very, very popular, well-attended event. Last year, at the end of the ride, they said, this is it, we've reached our funding goals and we're not going to do it anymore. Fortunately for our group, Dick Leinenkugel was aware of what our goals are and our funding needs and so forth. So he came to us and said, hey, would it help if I, did this with you guys? And with Wilderness Lake Trails' blessing, we took it over and we've moved it to Conover. And the reason for that is our group, Great Headwaters Trails, developed that trail from Conover to Phelps. And we just completed it last summer. So it makes sense that we move it to Conover.
Showcase it a little bit,
showcase it. And that facility, the park in Conover, is just fantastic. It'll be a great location. So back to the rides. We've got the middle ride, which is about 20 miles, and that will go all the way from Conover to Phelps and back. It's very flat for the first 8.7 miles as it follows the railroad bed, and then the last mile and a half, that's actually paved the last mile and a half, and that is very hilly into Phelps as it comes down to the lake. It's beautiful.
Pick up some speed.
Yeah, why not?
And that leaves at 10 o'clock. And then at 11 o'clock, we have a shorter ride. And this one only goes halfway to Phelps and back. And Dick Leinenkugel actually leads that group. And that's actually the most popular of the rides, even though it's the shorter one. So people want to ride with Dick.
How often can you say you ride with Leinie?
Right? I love how generous Leinenkugels are.
Yes.
Like, you hear them in lots of circles generating, giving their money to good causes like this.
Very much so.
There's a ride for everybody. When's the event?
It is this Saturday, July 30th in Conover, and people can register online in advance for $40 or on day of for $45. So if you got people kind of waiting to see what the weather's going to be like, Jeff,
looks good.
It looks great. So don't tell me anything different.
Cool nights, nice days, you're good to go.
We're going to hold Jeff to that, of course. So Laura, we appreciate it. We hope for a big turnout on Saturday. We're going to take a break here on Up North at 4. We'll see you after that.